Hi, this is Jonathan from Safe Place Bedding. Today we're going to go over basic setup of a permanent bed Model 300. And what I've done so far is I laid out my frame. I got my frame over here laid out. I took the slats, laid them out, slat supports. I got the mattress out of the box and it's fully expanded. I got my camera mount, my camera, and the cover. And what I've also done in front of me, I laid 2 corner posts out. I got my baseboard here. I got my top board, and I got my 2 matching slat supports. And when I come back, I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, what we have here is I got my baseboard, I got my corner posts. Make sure these 2 numbers match and letters match, B4 and B4. I've added my dowel pins already, but they just have these holes here. Just add them right in there. There's 2 on these baseboards on both sides, and there's 1 at the top. I'll show you that here in just a second. And you just line the holes up. Now I'm going to have a helper up there lining the top holes up too, because it's easier if you do both of these at the same time. Okay, next I'm going to take my screw gun. I'm going to enter this in here, hold that baseboard so it's a little bit tight. Tighten it. And what I've done also is I turn my torque down on my screw gun. That helps me so I don't over tighten these screws. And I start my screw there, and there's 4 screws in here. I do all these screws. Now I'll move up the top, show you the top. Now on this one, of course the numbers match and the letters match. On this one, try to hold this with one hand as you put the screw in. What that does is that stabilizes it and makes sure the screw holes are lined up. There you go. And I do the same thing there. And we'll be right back and I'll show you how to put the slat supports on. Okay, right now we're going to go over attaching the slat supports. I got the baseboard right here and slat support. Notice these 2 letters match up. One thing else you'll notice is the grooves go down towards the baseboard. And this groove will always cover these screw holes. And I also screwed these screws in just a little bit and just left the tips stick over. And this will help line your slat support up to the baseboard. And just put that there. Okay, you'll feel that go in and you won't be able to move it. I'm going to tighten my screws real quick here. There you go. I've done the same thing on the other side. And then you have your slat supports done, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to put the other side of the bed together. Okay, we assembled the other long side of the bed, just how we assembled the first side. Now what we're going to go over is attaching the short baseboard and the short top board to the other side of the base, the other side of the frame. I already added my dowel pins. I'm going to take this, and the numbers and letters match. Kind of walk it on there. Goes right in there. Now you can have your helper hold this if she wants to go over and hold it, or a lot of times they'll stick. I'm going to grab the screw here. If you're doing it by yourself, hold this as you're doing it, but then you can have your helper do it also. Tighten it down. I'm going to do these 4 other screws. But right now we're going to move on to the top so I can show you the top. Same way, dowel pins right here, letters and numbers match. Have your helper hold that. Now, it's important to hold these steady so this matches up. That don't twist. Okay, then I screw that in. And next we'll go over setting this up and attach to the other side. Okay, now we got this setting up on the side. We got our small top rail attached. We got our baseboard, small baseboard attached. And when we set this up, try to grab all of the corners or the bottom baseboards close to the corner. On the twins, it's not so much. On the fulls, it's very long, so it could add extra stress on this corner post. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to set this up. We're going to attach it to the other side. You got your helper on the other side, doing the other side. Now I usually do the baseboard first, then I do the top board. Then after we get this tight, I have the helper hold their side, and I screw these 4 screws in right here. Then I do these 2 right here. Then next we'll come back and I'll show you how to put these slat supports on the ends. Okay, now we're going to put the slat supports on this short side. Now I done this, I screwed the screws in with a little bit of tip, but I done on the 2 middle ones. It just helps you have a little bit more room. And remember, the grooves go in and the 2 letters match. Just remember that. All you gotta do is line it up there. With one hand. Then I put my 2 other screws right here. Then we'll be right back and we'll show you how to put the slats in. Okay, now we're gonna put the slats in the bed. And what helps is if you push down and you just kind of crank them a little bit that way so they're kind of slanted. Don't cut the wrapping off yet. You take the whole slats, be careful about your padding. Just put them in here as an angle and you can slowly work them straight. Now once you get them in here, you can cut the wrap off. Just watch the padding. Now what you're going to do is you're going to have your helper grab one end, and this will slowly, she's going to hold her side, so it's tight against that side, and you're going to grab this, and slowly roll that over there. Now the big thing in this one is you have to screw this side, then go clear over the other side and screw it, because what will happen is we'll have room to screw the other slats together. We'll screw this. Now when you do this, hold it. And same thing on the other side. Hold it. Now do the same thing on the opposite side, then I'll screw all the ones in the middle. And each side needs to be screwed down tight. Then next we're going to show you how to put the cover on.